It's become almost like a meditation right now, and it's because of his training and his form that he taught me.
12 हफ्ते में 16 हफ्ते में बॉडी नहीं बनती. It's a marketing gimmick. I'm very grateful to train Divine. He's also my brother. I look up to him. When I meet him, I'm in awe of him all the time. He doesn't even know about it. Imran was one of the most disciplined guys. He used to come to the gym on time. The way he put in his work. We trained for a year and a half.
For Tiger 3.
Wow. 20 bodyguards suited up with guns come in. He comes there in front of me. He meets me. I shake hands with him. We sit in the same table having dinner. We don't count numbers. I don't count reps. We train to fail. Yeah, we don't. There's certain days when shoulders matter. He's doing like 30 and I'm doing 25.
He beat you in shoulders?
Yeah, he beat me. It was not training Imran. It's working with Imran. Hi, this is Miihier Singh and you're watching Times Entertainment.
Hi, my name is Jigar, you're on Times Entertainment, and today we are with Miihier Singh. Mihir, I have been fascinated by whatever I've read about you.
All right.
You were a cricketer.
Yes.
Who then ventured into powerlifting, weightlifting, bodybuilding. You ended up winning Mr. Gold, Mr. India Gold.
Yeah, Mr. India Men's Physique. It's
Men's
a category
physique.
in bodybuilding.
Yes. You went winning there. You also have your own brand. You're launching protein shakes. You're launching energy drinks. You also train Divine. You also train Emraan Hashmi. भाई दिन में 24 घंटे ही है.
Correct.
कितना कर लेते हो?
यार सब करना पड़ता है. When you want to be the best, you got to put in all the work. You got to put in the hard work, the consistency, the discipline. And as I said, this is something that I love. I love what I do, and this is my love. So actually.
Okay. Now you also train Divine.
Right.
Now, Divine is someone whom I know who performs like for hour and a half to 2 hours on stage.
Correct.
That requires a different kind of energy.
Correct.
So what kind of training do you do for Divine so he sustains that kind of level at live performances?
Firstly, I'm very grateful to train Divine. He's also my brother. I look up to him. I mean, when you think about discipline, consistency, persistence, or the word miracle, it's him. Because if you see his story, from where he came and to where he took the hip-hop industry, to the man that he has become, I really look up to him.
True.
He's my strength, to be honest. So, when I meet him, I'm in awe of him all the time. He doesn't even know about it, because but I'm his
Now
coach.
he will know about it.
Now he'll know about it. But yeah, but coming back to the point is that, for him, we do a lot of high intensity cardio, high reps, and lots of breath work, mobility, because he's jumping on the stage, he's walking. But again, as I said, he's an inspiration to the nation. So I think this is, at the moment, we are training for purpose, whatever the purpose is. And his purpose is to perform on stage. So, we train like 3 times a week sometimes. Sometimes too, because he's traveling, he's got so many shows, it's difficult to get hold of him as well sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think you're going to be with him for the next 3-4 days.
Yeah, his Nas is in Bombay, so that's day after tomorrow. Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Now, Emraan Hashmi is coming up with his latest film right now, Ground
Zero.
Yeah, I don't think you trained him for that, but you've trained him before that.
So we were actually training for Ground Zero as well. I'll tell you how.
Yeah.
So when he signed for that movie, we were already training.
Okay.
We even trained after Tiger 3. So, Sunny Khanna introduced me to Yash Raj, and these guys wanted me to do Tiger 3. And I was like, wow, this is a great opportunity. And
he looked very fit in Tiger 3. I met him after the movie release. I met for an interview, and he didn't look like he hasn't worked out at all. He looked like he was like a proper shape.
But Imran was one of the most disciplined guys. He used to come to the gym on time. The way he put in his work, and an actor, it's different because he has to look accordingly to his role.
Yeah.
So there was his role where Pakistan se jail se nikal raha tha, that's his body shot anyway.
Yeah.
So we really worked really hard on that concept. We trained for a year and a half.
For Tiger 3. Wow.
Yeah. Because to build muscle, that's one of the interviews we did, I think, in the news was 12 हफ्ते में 16 हफ्ते में body नहीं बनती. It's a marketing gimmick.
Yeah, नहीं बनती है.
एक हफ्ते में अगर तुम 3 बार एक बार चेस्ट मारते हो तो महीने में 4 ही बार हो जाता है. 4 बार में आप क्या कर लोगे?
Right.
So we need the whole year performance, as a how it is, it's a phase. Phase 1, then you got to be better than the phase 1, then you go to phase 2, then phase 3, and then the phase 4 is your peak performance. It takes time to get to your optimal level of training.
True.
So yeah, I mean, Imran was really fun because it was one of my biggest projects to work on. It was like a big name that, I went for the premiere, like I got a lot of respect. And it's great to work with someone like again, he's a legend too, man. बचपन से उसके गाने सुन रहे हम लोग.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm really proud of that moment. Thanks Sunny, thanks like Yashraj ji and everybody to give me this opportunity to do such a big movie, man. And the movie did like I think about 500-600 crores. The movie did, it's such a great thing.
When Sunny introduced you to Imran, it takes time for people to know each other, to get used to each other's style. So how was it your first day with Imran?
My first day with Imran was like, I met him, as I said, for me, at the end, I'm his coach, right?
Yeah.
So first thing is that you have to get that celebrity thing out of your mind.
True.
And honestly, Imran is a very down-to-earth guy, and he's a very intellectual guy. A lot of people don't like really.
Yeah,
he's on point. He already knew his game. He's already been doing his fitness before. The only thing I brought into the picture is that today, I tell a lot of people, sometimes when you ask me basic fitness, right? I don't have too much to say. But when you ask me if you want to be the best, then you come to the right person.
Okay.
Because that's how I live all my life. At optimal level of training, maximum human performance. This is who I am. So this is what I can sell. This is what I can give you. So my first meeting, we were only discussing about how we can achieve our goal. And I wanted to see his strength. He was already good. We just wanted to tell each other that each and every day, each and every meal, like I still have, like I'll show it on my phone, he sent me each and every meal, man.
Till date?
Till date. I have something to show you. Something where this is one of the dates where in the morning we were 70 kgs, right? Or 74 kgs.
Okay.
Evening 70 kgs, then back to 74 kgs in the morning. So we did a diuretic. I have it. It's recorded with me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is how much I knew his body. So how that comes is because over the period of time, consistent food, you get to know the energies.
True.
Carbs kitna dal rahe, protein kitna dal rahe, fats kitna dal rahe. Then accordingly to drop the carbs. Like usually I'll tell you a trick. So Monday I eat a lot of carbs. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday से कम करता हूँ. कि Saturday, Sunday जब बाहर जाता हूँ appearance में, तो I drop the carbs so I can look more shredded.
Yeah.
So you know how to play around.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think also, like you have to have your carbs as well. So my first training with him was great, and from there we just picked up, man. I think he understood that he's not working with a trainer or a coach. I'm a champion athlete, and for me it's like we don't count numbers. I don't count reps.
Really?
Yeah, we don't. You don't count 15. You do it till you're done. 15, 1, 2, 3 to 15 is for people who are amateur and who are learning. When do you make a physique? When the reps are really hard.
Yeah.
The hard ones are the ones you start counting. First 15 is easy. If it's easy, you're never going to achieve something. You got to get out of that comfort zone every day. Every day you got to get better. So like a lot of people say, "Aaj maine training kiya." But what was your purpose of training? Did you really push yourself today? No, you're just coming and pushing your weight, thinking I did well. But you have to get better every day. You got to push. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. You have to break that barrier every damn day. And that's where people are not able to do it. They think fitness is easy. They go on this internet, all this new chat GPT has come in, and all these things. Oh, how to do this? How to do that? But at the end, you can get information, but you got to put in the hard work. So he put in that hard work, and then from that day till now we're friends. We're good friends. And in fact, he was also something very great, that he was also a brand ambassador for my supplement brand.
Yeah.
So now I'm very grateful that he, did 3 posts for me. I made him meet Sergi Constance as well when he was in India.
Yeah.
He was fantastic. I have a very good video with him, me, and we did a video shoot also together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so lucky, in that video that we are training each other. So we also became workout partners.
Miihier Singh, your trainer, has trained you for a very long period.
Yes.
Since his Tiger 3 is what he's trained you.
Yeah.
What kind of change has he brought to your fitness levels or into you as a person? Because
a lot. Because I think training with him, it changed my entire mindset towards training. It's become almost like a meditation right now. I get up and I, lift heavy weights, and it's because of his training and his form that he taught me.
Yeah.
Of diet, which mine was all over the place, by the way. I didn't know what I was doing wrong with my diet. So he really streamlined it. Him and Kuhu, both of them streamlined it, and they got me into that same training regime which I've been following. day in and day out. And yeah, it's just become a way of life now.
He partners with you workout.
Yeah, sometimes.
Because you are at the optimal level.
Yeah.
Poor Imran might just be
So
struggling to
Imran
reach.
is to like really train harder in between. Like, you know, there's certain days when shoulders matter, he's doing like 30 and I'm doing 25.
He beat you in shoulders.
Yeah, he beat me, man. You know, and that's good. That's what you want to know as a coach, you know.
Yeah.
On certain days, and that also after his dance, after his action class, after his dialogues. You know, the jate na kya bolte hain?
Dialect. Yeah.
They go for that dubbing.
Okay, dubbing. Okay.
All these things they go for, right? And then he removes time for training, and he had to train twice. So morning was fasted cardio,
Okay.
and afternoon was weight training, and then evening again he had his martial arts. ऊपर से इसका बाकी का schedule, plus उसका shooting Tiger 3 के लिए, plus उसके दूसरे movies Ground Zero, and I think there's another movie also coming. I cannot mention that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of things to pack into a day. I mean,
Yeah. So it looks easy when you see an actor just dance. Oh, it's the actor. His life is here. Yo, it's not easy, man. One mistake and you're done.
you're done. Yeah. For months you are on the bed then. True. Now, what's the easiest thing to train about Imran and what's the most difficult thing to make him do in a gym?
I mean, he's too perfect, man. The easiest thing, I mean, training with him was very easy because I told you that he already knows this game. He's been doing this. He's really like a very educated guy. He knows this game. Like, you know, he knew his supplements. He knew, we used to discuss. So it was not training Imran. It's working with Imran. You know, you can change that thing because a person who already, like today, if I train you, I'm not training you, I'm working with you because you already know some form.
Yeah.
I can just work it. I can just see your anatomy और उसके हिसाब से वैसे exercise हम दे सकते हैं. You know, that's called MPP, muscle priority principle. कि कौन सा तुम्हारा strong muscle है genetically and stuff like that. Like, you know, have genetically great delts and, you know, a great set of abs. You know, so like that. So nothing like hard, but it is to be hard for me sometimes to make it at 6 and 7 in the morning. Yeah. Because I have my business.
Yeah.
Then I had my, you know, office, plus meeting all distributors, plus maintaining this physique. Because today, you got to be in shape when you say that you're a champ.
Yeah. I always believe for fitness trainers, your body is
It's your temple.
is a business card.
Correct.
Business card. The moment you enter, if you say you're a trainer and if you're not fit, then that means it doesn't serve the purpose.
True.
Wow. So what made you go from cricket to bodybuilding?
So it's a very, very long story. But it goes where cricket is something which every kid loves. You know, like
Yeah.
you know,
In India, all of
yeah,
them,
it's like
yeah.
cricket is like it's like a religion.
Yeah.
So what happened is when I was a kid, I used to love cricket. I wanted to be a cricketer. Like every kid's dream in school, they say, "मुझे cricketer बनना है या मुझे actor बनना है."
Yeah.
So I started playing cricket. I played for my school, had a shield and guy shield.
Oh, wow.
This was my school level cricket. Then I went with the MCA and all those things. Then I went to study in London. So in London, when I went to study, I went to do my GCSEs and my A levels. And there is when I started playing cricket even more. I started playing club division cricket, which was Division C, then Division B, then Division A. Then I represented Surrey County Cricket Club.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. Even in the B team, under 19s and the A team as well. So that's how the cricket came into the picture.
Okay.
I kept playing cricket. Then I came back to India. Then I played Time Shield and I was at Shivaji Park Gymkhana. I mean,
That's my club as well.
right. So Praveen Amre was
Yeah,
my
yeah.
coach. I played with the best Gymkhana in India. I mean, all the top cricket. I think they have produced 38 Test cricketers. So I was there. Got a great opportunity. Then I played for Times of India. I was at Dena Bank. Then I was at BPCL. That's Bharat Petroleum.
Yeah.
And then from there, our switch is that in cricket, sometimes, you know, when you're at that level, you don't get paid that much.
True. Back then, yeah, you weren't getting paid that much.
Yes, that time IPL was not there.
Yes.
You know, and still, it's like tough competition. I love the sport.
Yeah.
But for me, like physical activity was more important. Any sport that I play.
Yeah.
And then in 2011, I saw this competition called Shiru Classic 2011.
Yeah.
It was at Taj Lands End, and I went there as an audience. Okay, and I go there as an audience, and I see all these top bodybuilders, all these guys with great physiques, all these girls with bikini bodies, and I said, you know what, I want to do this. You know, I got really inspired.
Yeah, okay.
It caught my eye. I just want to look like that. I just want to understand that. I love the science behind the illusion of the physique.
Yeah.
You know, like what it takes to achieve that kind of physique. What kind of science, what kind of hard work, what kind of things that you need to put in. I didn't know that. I was like really, really vague. And then there's this guy, Shiru. I mean, Shiru English.
Put us in the Shiru, yeah.
And he passes by and I'm like, sir, I want a picture with you. And no chance, I didn't get my picture, but I was an audience. Then after that, I joined a company called Dominator Nutrition, ESN, which is Evolution Sports Nutrition. It was in Malad.
yeah.
It was the only company that was making protein in India
Yeah.
at that time. So I started working as a salesman. So I went to a lot of stores, like बहुत सारे retail stores में.
Yeah.
I kept going to sell the product, and due to which I started understanding supplementation, nutraceuticals.
Yeah.
What are the ingredients? Because if you want to sell something, you got to be educated about
True.
it. Plus, I was using that. Now, how I got into bodybuilding, it was my luck that that same company had an IFBB pro called Ben White. He's one of the top Olympians.
Okay.
The black guy. And coming back to the story in London, because I was in London for 6 years, I stayed in a place called Brixton and Streatham. It's a
black community.
Black
yeah.
community. So,
Yeah.
and also, my dad's a Mauritian.
Wow.
So there are black genes in me too. So I adapted the culture of hip hop, and I love hip hop music. I love rap music, So that is how me and him connected. We listened to the same music. He coached me, and I told him, what, I want to go to this Shiru Classic male model search, which was 2012 in Delhi.
Okay.
Then I go there in Delhi, and brother, I'm top 3.
Wow.
And Jay Cutler was there. So top 3 because there was overalls and there was some bodybuilders also participating.
Okay.
So it was basically a physique show. But still, I was like the people's champ. But in my height category, I won.
Wow.
Now, there's a story to say as well. At that day, I stayed at the exhibition itself. I wanted to be there because there's so many so many brands. So I was passing by, and then I passed by this brand called Muscle Farm.
Yeah.
It was a top brand. I'm like, wow, this is Arnold's picture, because who doesn't know Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
And I passed by there, and there was this guy called Amit Bhatia, who was the director of sales of that company. He says, you're the guy who, I said, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Why don't you come and stand at our booth?
Yeah. Okay.
So I go stand there. Everybody's coming, taking a picture with me. I'm like, wow, this is crazy, huh? What's happening? This guy gives me some free supplements. I just come to my office tomorrow, all right? I go to the office tomorrow, and these guys make me sign a contract. I'm like, क्या बात कर रहा है? Protein खाने के लिए
पैसे मिल रहे हैं।
ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है ये तो यार. I'm going to do more of it.
Yeah.
So I got more into it because now you're getting paid.
Yeah.
Then I got to know the owners of this company was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Corey Gregory.
They were the owners of this company.
Yeah, Muscle Farm.
Wow.
Yeah, internationally.
Yeah, yeah.
So the guys who I was working with was Unlimited Nutrition, and those are the guys who were importers and owners of it in India. Like they had the
Agency.
licensing.
Yeah.
Licensing.
Yeah.
Then I started working with them for one and a half year. Now comes the best part. Now because I have a better product, it's easier for me to sell.
Yeah.
It's easy. Arnold का product है. इसमें combat है, इसमें isolate है, इसमें concentrate है, इसमें hydrosalate है, इसमें egg albumin है. ये करके हम लोग बेचे. फिर आया pre-workout, assault, caffeine है, ये है, सब सीख गए हम लोग. Now I'm going to store, and I did a whole India tour.
Wow.
I covered up at least 1,800 stores.
Wow.
Okay. So I met them, and that time everything was first. Now I got the opportunity in 2013 to represent India in Vietnam. I was the first guy to represent India at the 47th Asian Bodybuilding Sports Championship.
Yeah.
In which I came fourth.
Fourth.
Yeah. And this by our Ministry of Government, Chetan Pathare. He is the IBBF, which is recognized by the Sports Ministry and all that thing. He had 20 days. In that 20 days, whatever I could do, whatever I could learn, I did it. I came back. We were happy. Now my payment has become more.
Yeah.
These guys are happy. Sales have become better. I'm popular. Then now I'm because I came in the top 5. I'm now selected to represent India at the World Championship in Budapest, Hungary.
Wow.
Now I go there, and I come second in the world. I come runners up. This is in my first year of my career.
Yeah.
Now I come back. Now I'm a big champion. Now for the first time, because this sport, physique. See, bodybuilding is all about,
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say this, but bodybuilding has a lot of performance enhancement drugs.
Yeah.
Which are actually not right. I believe
Yeah.
this. I would like to say the truth because
Yes. Absolutely.
I want to be I'm a real guy.
Yeah.
So coming to the point, I reached there. I think 2014 was the first ever Mr. India National Championship, and I'm the first one to make history. I'm the first one.
Wow.
मेरे बाद ये men's physique अभी पूरे इंडिया में आई है, after me. So that year I won every show. Popularity, looking good, being the best. I played the Asian, I won. I played the Worlds, I won. Then I played July Classic, I won. I kept winning. I played the Hong Kong Olympia Amateur, I won. Now I come back, and now I start I started like getting more money.
Yeah.
Now the best thing happened is I applied for a visa for America because the Corey Gregory wants to know who's this guy in India who's representing our brand, because तब भी Instagram कुछ नहीं
नहीं
था.
था, right? Yeah.
In order to do a sale, I have to be there present. अभी आपको, how am I going to do it?
Yeah.
I have to sell it to you. हम लोग उधर पहुंचे and I started selling the supplements, all right? Now, I did a sale like about 30-40 lakhs. I go to Amateur Olympia, Arnold Amateur, which is in Columbus, Ohio. In the evening, I have a dinner. I've been called for a dinner. And I end up meeting Arnold Schwarzenegger in the dinner.
You met Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, I'm one of the luckiest guys. Even the stars must have not met them.
I am getting
Yeah,
goosebumps
because
right
they
now.
want to know who this guy was, because the supplement industry was just growing.
Yeah.
India is still 1% or 1.2% of the
Yeah.
fitness industry growing in supplements.
True.
People still don't know how important, like how you said something so good today to me. 95 grams, you know your game, you know your
Yeah.
calories. I really respect that. You know your macros. It's really important.
So, how was it to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's the epitome of fitness industry. उसके ऊपर तो कुछ है नहीं अभी.
There's some 20 bodyguards suited up with guns come in. He comes there in front of me. He meets me. I shake hands with him. We sit in the same table having dinner.
Wow. Mihir, thank you so much for your time.
Love,
Thank
love,
you so much, man.
love,
Thank
love,
you.
love, love, love.